Hello, welcome to Age and Flourish. This is Mama Uju. I want to thank you all that watch my videos. I am passionate about these videos that I make and the content that I produce. I know that many of you always get value from my content. Today, I'm going to tell you what I did that made my doctor to take me out of diabetic medication. Remember that when I was diagnosed that I was diabetic and the doctor placed me on medication, metformin to be particular. After I've taken that medication for a while and the numbers were not coming down, you know, when the doctor wanted to add more to the medication, I I had to ask her to give me 3 months to go and find solution to this medication to this disease before she will add more medication to my medication. And so that is what I did, and she was amazed, and that is the story I want to tell you now. My A1C then was 8.4, and my fasting blood sugar was in the 200s. These are the things that I started to do, because I realized that all these lifestyle diseases, especially diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on, are as a result of what we eat. You cannot be eating the wrong food and be expecting to get a good result out of it. And so what I did was make a list of all the food that I know that spark blood sugar and that will always keep you to be taking medication if you are diabetic. I had the list of all those foods. So when I made this list, it was a long list though, not all these ones that I have here. These are just a few. When I made that list, I look at the list and I had a conversation with myself. Though the food, most of the food I had there, were my cultural food. The food I was eating since I was a baby. And so stopping them was difficult. I had a discussion with myself and I told myself, choose one. Will you continue eating this food and still be a diabetic, or will you forgo them and change the food and have your life back? It was a tough decision to make. It was a tough decision to make. But I decided to have my life back, which means I have to quit eating those food. It took me weeks for me to take that decision. So one morning, on Saturday to be precise, I was off duty, went to my pantry, and I got rid of all those food I had in my list. I got rid of them. I included all the processed food, the tin food, the bottle ones, those in packages. I brought them out. I just trashed all of them. Then I went to the stores, to the grocery store, and I bought a lot of vegetables. The major thing that I did ever before I changed my diet was that I changed my cookware, the pots and pan I use in cooking. Initially, I was using all these non-stick coated pans. I was using them to cook. That was my cookware before. See, the inside is coated. This is aluminum coated, aluminum Teflon, and this is another one. This is even a higher quality one. But I found out that this cookware they leach a lot of toxins into the food that we eat. So when you use it to cook, the toxic chemical that was used to manufacture the cookware leach out toxins into your food and thereby causing a lot of havoc in our body system. And the chemicals they leach out into the food and which we eat into our body, the chemical is called forever chemical, which means the body does not break it down. It will be in your system, floating inside your bloodstream and causing problem. And so such forever chemicals cannot be digested in the body system, and so it caused a lot of problem. So I changed my cookware. I bought a better cookware, a real cookware, the one that does not leach out anything into your food. And this cookware is called Salad Master Cookware. The cookware is made of titanium, and titanium is the hardest metal. It does not leach out, it does not rust, it does not corrode. It is virgin steel, very neat. And so that was the first thing I did to change my cookware. And come to think of it, it comes with a lifetime warranty. This cookware, it will last forever. It does. And if anything happens to it, the company changes it for me. So it is a win-win. Then I made a meal plan. I was very intentional by planning my meal, what to eat in the morning, what to eat for lunch, and what to eat for dinner. And that meal plan helped me. And as I cooked my food, I reduced the portion of the food that I normally eat. I bought little bowls, smaller bowls. So I cut the portion that I used to eat into two. So I have it in bowls. That once I finish that quantity, and that is it. And that is very important. Portion control, very important. Because you don't need to overfeed yourself. I also take food to work. Because if I don't take food to work, which means I will end up in the vending machine. That is the essence of planning your food ahead of time. I plan my food and cook my food ahead of time, ever before I get hungry. Because when you are hungry, you'll be tempted to eat anything. And again, in all those food I eat, I check their glycemic index and the glycemic load. Those of them that have high glycemic index or even high glycemic load, I eat less of them, and I eat more of non-starchy vegetables that their glycemic index and the load is less. How do I also do that to be able to check the one that spike my blood sugar? Every day I check my blood sugar 6 times a day. In the morning when I wake up, before I take my breakfast, I will check my blood sugar. 2 hours after I've taken my breakfast, I will check it again. Before lunch, I will check. 2 hours after lunch, I will check. Then the same thing in the night. So that helps me to be able to know the different food items that help me to reduce the sugar content in my blood, and the one that spark the sugar content in my blood. And that gives me a very big room to be able to know what to eat more and what to eat less. I even stopped drinking any kind of soft drink, soda, malt, fruit juice. I stopped because most of them had very high sugar content. So I only drank water. The next thing I did was exercise. I added exercise into my lifestyle. I take 30 minutes walk every day. That is the minimum. It can get to 45 minutes, can get to 1 hour at times, but I had to intentionally take walk every day, either in the morning or in the evening. It has a lot of health benefits. One, it will help you your metabolism to be balanced. So it will help your heart rate to be even. It will also help your body fluid to move, your lymphatic system to move your body fluid. So taking walk every day, it will help also to lower your blood sugar, because it will help the muscles to take in more glucose into it. And also it will help you to burn fat. When you burn fat out of your body, your system, because as you eat those wrong food, those oily food, those oil, at times, especially the fat you have in your abdomen side where your organs are, those fats clog some of the organs and cells that will not allow them to be able to receive insulin when insulin is being released. So but with exercise you burn some of those fats. By the second month that I went to see the doctor, oh, my weight has come down from 225 pounds to 212 pounds. And the doctor said, wow, you did well. What did you do? I told the doctor, I told you I'm going to take my life in my hands. And so the doctor encouraged me to continue. The fasting blood sugar that was 200 plus at the time, 2 months after when I went back, came down to 128, 130. The doctor was amazed, and he asked me to continue, and come back next month. So by the third month when I went back, that was the time to check for my A1C. And wow, the A1C that was 8.4 when I started that journey. It came down to 5.9, and my fasting blood sugar came down to a little bit below 100, and my weight also came down to 103, 104. And doctor said, this is amazing. Well, if you can continue what you are doing, then I'll take you off the medication. There's no need of taking this medication now. And I said, doctor, I will continue. Please take me off medication. And so that was how the doctor took me out of medication. I know I am still working on it. I am still working on it because it is a lifestyle. That's which you do to gain the result that you get. If you stop doing that, it will go back to what it used to be before. So it is a journey, and I'm ready to do that journey. My aim is even to bring down my fasting blood sugar to 85. That is my aim, and by the grace of God, I will get there. And also to bring down my A1C to maybe 5.5 or 5.6. And that is my aim, and I'm working towards it. Bye.